Well, hello. Hopefully, okay, this is not a line. That looks fine. I did not check my cameras before I started streaming, so everything looks good. Let me brighten up this area a little bit real quick. Oh, I can't see. Bum, bum. Not that one. This one. Right? Yeah. Okay. Just a little bit. Cool. That looks fine. That looks good enough to me. What is up, you guys? Thank you for joining the stream. Very exciting morning on that video I posted this morning, huh? So, yeah, today I just wanted to keep the streams going, make sure that I'm delivering. I think what I'm going to try to work towards, I don't know if I'll be able to do it just yet, is Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday as my stream days. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'm going to try for it. So I will most likely be streaming this Friday, and then again this coming Sunday. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead with the Perfect Grade Unleashed RX-78-2 build. If you were here last time, you know that I finished the shield and the beam rifle. What I realized I didn't finish is the other beam saber handle. This one we didn't even technically do it in the instructions. I kind of skipped ahead just so I can show you guys the LED. But yeah, so let me find that manual. There it is. Manual. So now we get to dress this lovely bad boy. That's kind of an oxymoron, lovely bad boy. Let's see. Yep, I think we are starting here. So, like I did with the frame and everything else, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just one leg and then maybe just an arm or whatever happens after the leg. So I'll do one leg and the waist probably. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and do the other leg on my own. Then we'll get back and probably do an arm, the torso, and the head. And at that point, hopefully it's done. So let's see. Let me catch up with chat here. I got a couple people in here. What is up, Tavish? Thank you for joining the stream. I don't remember necessarily you being in here, but you're always welcome here, and thank you for joining today. Gobi, welcome. I told you I'd be streaming soon, and thanks for catching this one. Papa Bear, welcome to the stream. Thank you, sir. Imagine streamer not being prepared. I feel like that's like every streamer, isn't it? Lots of prizes. Yep, 3 prizes. I decided that like I always feel kind of bad when it's just one prize, and like there's so many people entering. So I figured I'd try to give it at least a little more leeway, more people, because more people are going to be entering. So 1 in 500 is probably a really low chance compared to 3 in 500. Ramil, welcome to the stream. Glad you could catch it. I saw you said that you wanted to catch one of the streams. Well, you're here today, so thank you for joining. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is get my runners first, the ones that I need, and then we'll go from there. So let's see. I need some J runners. Do I need G? I need G2. Is G2 on here? G2 is on here. You can say it. IRL name. Alright, Papa Bear's name is Anthony. Everyone needs to remember that. Papa Bear is actually, he's a personal friend of mine, and he also streams on Twitch. So, I don't remember his Twitch username because it's like a lot of R's in it. It's like Papa Bear, but with like repeating R's, so I don't remember how many R's it is. But Anthony, if you want to throw that in the chat, feel free to toss that in there. Let the people know what you do. I am struggling finding this armor. These runners. H? Do I need H? No, I don't. Let me see. Okay, here's one. I need L2 for sure. And something fell. I don't think I need that runner that fell. M? Do I need M? I don't need M. K, T, Need these ones, J1 and J2. Hello, Janine. Welcome to the stream. That's my girlfriend, everyone. Go ahead and say hi to her. Let's see. Jedum, I'm pretty sure your name is Adam, right? If I'm remembering it correctly. K? Do I need K? I don't need K. Okay. Do I need I? Congrats on the milestone. Thank you for joining, Dr. Dre. And yes, it is a pretty big milestone for me. 500 subscribers is a... It sounds small in the grand scheme of like big YouTubers, but it's a huge thing for me. And it definitely means a lot to me. Let's see. Which ones are these? Do I need N? Yes, I need N. Do I need O? O2. I think I just need one more. G2. No, I have G2. L1. I need J. No, I have all of the runners. Never mind. I'm tripping. Okay, L1 and J1, 3. J1, 3. Okay, so we are digging in, guys and ladies. Ladies and gents. L1. Isn't it here? Yeah, it's here. I think. L2 and L4. What? Am I missing something? Probably this one. Okay. What? Okay. L1, 8. L1, 8. This one right here. So this is going to be where the kit gets interesting. The reason I say that is because if you remember the announcement trailer for this kit, they mentioned that there's like 74 or something, either 72, somewhere in the 70s. There's like 70 something different hatches that open up on this kit. So like that's all in the armor. So we're going to be building that, and I can already tell that this is going to be one of them. So that leaves a lot of posability, I guess. Kind of posability. I mean, it'd be cool to do like a diorama where you just have like workers working on a bunch of different areas of this with all the hatches open and everything. That'd be pretty sick. Since no one is complaining, I am assuming that my mic volume is good and my music volume is good. If they are not, tell me otherwise and I will change it. Okay, that part is done. Cool. All right. How long have I been building Gunpla for? That is a great question. So I don't remember when I built my first kit exactly because it was a SD Gundam. And I was a little kid. I'm pretty sure my mom got it at like either Big Lots or Ollie's or something. And I had no idea what it was. And I was like, I have to build this toy? What in the world? So that was technically my first kit. My first kit that I willingly chose and wanted to build was in 20... 2014. Yeah, 2014. That was the Master Grade Gundam Blue Frame Astray. I think it was Revision D. I think it's what it's called. If it's not Revision D, it's just D, I guess. Okay. And then this should go in here. So I've been building on and off since then, since 2014. And then I popped off, or I not popped off, but I got deeper into it in 2018, early 2018. That's when I started buying more and more kits. Then I took a break, maybe beginning of 2019 until, no, I took about a year-long break from 2018 June to June last year. June last year? No. I don't know. I took a break sometime, and I didn't do it for a while. And then it was probably a few months before I started on YouTube that I got like really back into it. And yeah, I've been building a lot more consistently ever since, rather. Let's see, L15. Let me try not to let the questions slow me down. Are the LEDs kind of underwhelming in this kit considering its price? Let me answer that one first. LEDs in this kit, so far I actually haven't tried the main body LED. I think I keep forgetting to get a battery for it, so I might grab that today, or at least sometime before the next stream. That way I can show you guys. But from what I've heard, the body LEDs are alright. You know, they're Bandai standard, which is lower than they could be, less bright than they could be, but enough, you know. They're bright enough. However, with the Beam Saber LED, it looks nice with the Beam Saber, but when you plug it into the backpack, that's where it kind of like, it's you know, it's not that bright. So like, let me show you in just a few seconds what I'm talking about. I don't have the Beam Saber effect part on hand right now, but I can show you what it looks like in the backpack, or rather what it doesn't look like. So this, you can see that the thrusters right here are supposed to light up, and I'm gonna turn it on, and it's on, off, on, off, on. So you can't really see it. It's very, that part is very underwhelming. Let me turn off this light though, and then maybe you'll be able to see it a little better. That's about it. Yeah, that's about all you see. I mean, in person, it's a little better. I can't even say it's a little better. It's like, it's really not as good as they marketed it in the video, honestly. But like I said, with the Beam Saber, it's bright enough. It's just the backpack part that sucks. J. I could have sworn I had the J run already. This one? J1. Okay. Do I think that wireless LEDs will work, or is the RX-78 too big? So with the, I'm assuming you're talking about with the wireless LED kit that I did the video on. I would probably say it's too big. That's without testing though. And the reason I would pretty much say it's too big without testing is because the way, when you go outside of the base on that kit, you're definitely a lot more limited as to what direction the LEDs can go. So with that being said, you wouldn't be able to like pose it at all. You kind of have to have it in a specific orientation, and it would not be fun. Yeah. First Gundam I made was the Master Grade Heavy Arms. My dad got me in 3rd grade. I've gotten deep into the hobby since the start of quarantine. That's a good good place to start. You know, a lot of people started in quarantine, and I don't blame them. I mean, there's really not much we could have done. I don't know how your country is now with the quarantine if you're not in the United States, but in the U.S. it's like some places are still iffy, but for the most part, like everyone's able to do whatever. You know, we can go out now and do things, but yeah, the first few months everyone was locked up. I feel like that's when a lot of people got into Gunpla, you know, because they're trying to find something to do at home, and they probably like remembered in the back of their head, like, oh, there was this one model kit thing that used to be super popular when I was young. Or like, oh, I remember this anime I watched on Toonami back in 1996. But yeah, I don't blame them, and I'm glad that they're here. I'm glad they're part of the community. You know, I started on YouTube because of quarantine. You know, I wasn't really doing anything while at home other than playing games. So I decided, hey, let me get a camera. I'll start making videos, and here I am. Here I am, making new friends every day. That's you guys, by the way. I will check the comments in a moment. Let me finish up this second part here. Okay. By the way, to everyone watching, if I do miss your question or comment, and it's a question that you want answered, feel free to post it again. I might have just missed it, and I'll probably try to go back to it again if I can. But let's see what we're at. What are my thoughts about... Wait, hold on. Let me get back here. Where did I buy the Gun Primer Razor besides USA Gundam Store? So the first time I actually got it, the Razor Plus, I bought it before it was on sale in the United States. I bought it directly from Gun Primer. They had a flash sale. This is when they just released it. And I actually, because Gun Primer is located in Korea, I actually got it like the day that they started selling it in the United States. So you can buy it at Gun Primer, but that's going to be longer shipping. They also have it at a website called Majin Hobby. I've seen it there. I don't know if they're currently in stock, but they most likely are. But yeah, search Majin Hobby, Majin like Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z, and they should have it on their website. Let's see. Nice shirt. Thank you, Blessed Egg. Welcome to the stream. What are my thoughts about third-party kits? Since in the Philippines, most of the people prefer third-party kits since some of the designs and gimmicks are better than Bandai's. So I think third-party kits are a good place to branch out. If you're tired of Bandai kits and you're tired of like more repetitive things, third-party kits are definitely a good place to start. Start like looking elsewhere and whatnot. So fun fact, well, not really a fun fact, but just a little knowledge tidbit. I pre-ordered the Judge Gundam. The Judge Gundam is technically a third-party kit, but also not, because it's not a design that Bandai created, but it's from a third-party manufacturer. So the biggest thing about third-party kits is, yes, they can have a lot more gimmicks and a lot more details, but the plastic is definitely not on the same level as Bandai. So there are a lot more chances of it like breaking, cracking, stuff like that, and you do have to be a little more careful with it. I'm not necessarily against them. It's just if I can get the Bandai version, I might as well, you know. For if anything, it's kind of harder for me to get a third-party kit, at least in a quick delivery window, just because there's not really many places in the United States that sell third-party kits, at least not that I know of. A lot of the times people are buying them from like AliExpress or other warehouse shippers like them. Didn't end up getting gun primers because I watched my vids. I got the Infini polishing sticks instead. The Stimmy just hit Judge Gundam or no? I don't know what the Judge Gundam is like yet. So apparently, so I love the design of it. So it definitely, though it's not a real Gundam, it takes a lot of design features from other specific Gundams. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I think it's a really cool design for sure. The price it's all right. I won't say it's a good price because it's all right, but yeah, the price oops, I'm in the wrong runner. This one. The price is about on par for a resin kit, which is good, but also it's not resin, which is good and bad. You know, so resin kits typically have like all that detail, but they're harder to build. You need to also be safer when building. You have to wear a face mask when sanding resin parts. But yeah, the Judge Gundam, from what I've heard, there are a few issues with some of the parts. I think it's like some of the leg parts. The plastic quality is all right. Definitely not up to Bandai's standard, but good enough. I haven't watched that many reviews just because when I get a kit, I try not to watch any reviews so that my review would stay unbiased. So that's a hint that I'll be reviewing that kit. This can already go on here, I think. This should already go on here, rather. And then I put this piece on. Cool. Boom. Another hatch. So that's 3 hatches so far. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 out of 72 done. L1, 1. Let me see. Part separation looks nice too. $100 too much for me though. It is, yeah, it's true. I mean, most places are selling it like $150, $160. That's pretty high for a 1/100th. That's pretty much like a perfect grade. So for some people, it would be a better option to get a Bandai perfect grade than a third-party master grade. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you for skipping out on it. It's a cool design though. So if you're tired of Bandai, that is definitely one cool kit to go for. But I will let you know my my full opinion after I actually get the kit and build it. Hopefully my opinion of it is more optimistic. What's the word? Not more better, but like I have a higher opinion of it. Am I doing this right? It's like, there it is. Okay. There we go. That is snug. Well done. If you can even find it for that much, which non-Gundam mecha do you like? Because I have the Valvrave kits and I love their designs. I actually don't dive too much into non-Gundam, really. Nothing against them. It's just there's already like so much Gunpla that I want that I can't even fathom getting into another space of mecha. So with that being said, I did pre-order one of the Zoids kits on USA Gundam Store. I have no idea when it's going to ship out. Hopefully it ships out within the next month or so. I think I pre-ordered it February or late January. I can't remember at this point. But yeah, I hope they ship it out sometime soon. Other than that, I mean, frame arms look cool. Evas look cool. But I've never actually gotten any, so I can't give a proper opinion on them, to be fair. Which way does this go? Like that. Cool, cool. Now, new record, 13 viewers. I think, so right now we're at 14 viewers. I think that was also my record for the last stream. So that's cool. You guys are starting to pick up a lot more. I've got to the Real Great Evas ordered. Do I have an interest on building other Plamo other than Gundam or the Judge Gundam kit? So, kind of. Like I just said, Zoids is one of them. There's this really cool Iron Man kit that sold out pretty quick on USA Gundam Store, and I've been trying to find it elsewhere ever since. But most places are either sold out or like $50 more than retail, and I don't really want to pay that much for Iron Man. Iron Man's cool, but I mean, so is $50. What else? I'm probably gonna end up buying some Pokemon plastic models because my girlfriend Erin really wants to build some, so I'll probably end up getting some for her eventually, and by correlation, I guess I'll be building some too, maybe, or I'll just have her build all of them. Boom. Another hatch on the leg. Oh, I can't open this one. Am I dumb? No. There. Another hatch. Cool. Let's see. Where do I store all of my Gundams? Right here, behind me. So I actually have everything on this shelf. Well, there's a couple that aren't, but most of the things on this shelf are all 1/44. So there's 3 up here that are master grades: the Barbatos, Dynamez, and Gundam Renacida. I think it's pronounced. That's how it's pronounced. I forget how it's pronounced. But everything else is actually on another shelf over here. And when I do that studio tour, I'll finally show you guys. Right now, it's a little bit of a mess. There's more boxes, and it's all master grade and above. So there's a master grade, or there's a bunch of master grades, perfect grade Exia, and then this is eventually going to go up there as well, just because those are all too big to fit over here. But yeah. Oh no, I'm being slow. On the floor. Okay. Actually, I have a lot of Gunpla kits that I wanted, but when I see ads of recommendations of other mecha, plans ruin. I got one of those Ultraman kits too. Grew up watching it. Cool, cool. I've actually never seen Ultraman before. Am I thinking about making a subreddit? Probably not. That's not really something that's come to mind before. I think the Gunpla subreddit on its own is pretty cool. If anything, I would make a Discord first, at least, just because Discords are a lot more personal, and there's like, you know, options for chatting and playing games together and stuff like that. It's a lot. I feel like it's a lot better for networking and socializing. I need a moderator. That is true. I do need a moderator, but I don't know any friends that like Gunpla as much as me. So unless you want to just sit here and chill, let me know. The Loose Joints, what's up, man? Just subbed to me yesterday. Thank you for joining today. I'm glad you're able to catch one of the streams. This is actually a lot more popping off than usual. Yeah, than usual. But we're having fun. We're having a good time. We're building kits. But yeah. Speaking of building kits, I hope you guys are actually building alongside me. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with not building, but you know, building's fun. I find that I like building a lot more, at least when I'm talking to someone. So a lot of times I'll be, if I'm not on stream, I'll build a kit and like be on Discord with my friends and just talk with them while I'm building. They'll always be like, hey, what are you doing? Join this game. But I'm like, no, I'm building a Gundam. Can't do it. Too busy. More important things. Is my girlfriend... Wait, someone said make... Oh, okay, make Aaron mod. That's true. That is true. Let me see. I'm missing a bunch. Okay. Making good progress. Lone Wolf Blake, I'm pretty sure you were in here before, but yeah, I'm making good progress. So we finished the frame, we finished the weapons, now we're working on the armor. After we finish the armor, that's pretty much it. That stream might be Friday. Who knows? I mean, Friday I can stream as long as I want, honestly. I don't have to worry about waking up early in the morning. So the streams during the week are a little tricky for me because... Oof, okay. Didn't take off that much. Because I work 6 a.m. shifts right now, so I can't really stay up late. Also, like, I know a lot of my viewers, at least a lot of my stream viewers, namely speaking, Kobe. Who else? There's someone else. There's someone else that, like, lives in Europe. But, like, they're regular watchers of mine, and you know, I like to make sure that I'm not on like super late or super early, so I figured that this time would probably be good. Soon my schedule's probably going to be shifting to 8 to 4, so I'll probably stream around 4 p.m. so that would be I'd be starting like right about now, maybe 30 minutes from now, once my schedule shifts. But yeah, on Friday, we'll see how long I stream. Once I finish this nub, I will get to chat again. There's a lot of people talking today. 19 viewers. That's a whole new record. Thank you for joining today. Making good progress. Discord. Yeah, I'll need to look into what you all need to make a successful Discord, I guess. Because I'm part of a bunch. I've never modded any. I know Papa Bear, my friend Anthony, he has a Discord and it's really successful, at least from what I remember of it. And I'll need to get tips from him if he's still in here. Just pre-ordered a PG from Big Bad Toy Store. Stoked. Nice. Let me know what you got. Pretty much all perfect grades are really good. I don't think I've ever heard anything bad about any of the perfect grades. Where did I get my perfect grade from? So the perfect grade Exia I got that from this random recreation store, because it was on sale for like $140. So they sell stuff for like camping, but they also sell Gundams. So I don't know how that works out for them, but I found it online and it was on sale, and it was literally the last one in stock. Like I ordered it, checked the page, and it was out of stock. So that's pretty cool, pretty lucky of me. This one specifically, so fun story, I tried pre-ordering from HobbyLink Japan, and I was worried because I know that shipping from HobbyLink Japan would have been like $100. I think at the time it would have been $120 or $140 to ship from Japan to the United States, at least with a kit that big, or this big rather. Turns out my pre-order actually didn't make the first wave. So I canceled that, you know, because I was mad. How could they do this to me? And then, where is? Oh, and then I got this random email one day. New Type HQ, or New Type, just a New Type, the Gunpla store. They found out that they had a few extra in stock, and they were going to put them for sale at a specific time, and it's first come first serve. So I did that. I not scalped it, but I waited, set an alarm and everything, managed to get it. Got delivered to me in, I think, a week or less than a week, probably less than a week, to be honest. Really cool. Oh shoot, I should have put that first. Okay, let's hope I don't break anything. My stories are too long. I can't get to enough of your questions. Oh no. I'm going to use this. So this is a nifty little part separator. Let's see if I can actually get it to split this part. There it is. Nice. I think. Okay. Cool. That should pop right off here. Okay, let me redo this. So this has to go in first, like that. Yes, like that. Snug. Then this goes in. Boom, click, clack. Bada bop, boom, pow. Boom, boom. There we go. All right. Okay, I'm back. There's so many chats. Let's see. Thinking about buying the high resolution God Gundam. Looks dope. So I've actually been thinking about getting a high resolution kit as well. I haven't looked into which ones are, I guess, highly rated, because I know there's some that still have a few issues, and it is different though, because you don't build a majority of it. I believe the armor you still cut from runners and clean up and stuff like that, but the frame, I'm pretty sure, is completely finished already. So it's like this. It's like a step between a metal build and a just regular kit. Because metal builds, from what I remember, they are fully built, and you kind of just assemble it, if that. I think a majority of it is assembled out of the box. Cool. Okay. I am admin. Wait, I am ad of 3, 2 which are dead, and 1 really close friends. I can help with Discord if you need. Thank you, Anthony. I will definitely hit you up about that when the time comes. Maybe soon, maybe not so soon. We'll see. Just be ready. Be ready for me to hit you up at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday night. Let me see. Counted and weighted about $1,000 worth of Gundams. I need to stop this addiction. Honestly, this hobby gets really expensive. I'm sure there are some people out there who can buy like a whole house with their collection, and that's crazy. I hope to get there someday. I hope to make a house out of Gundams. That's the real goal. Once Bandai releases a house model kit, 1:1 scale house model kit. That's where I'll be. Ramil says you can help with Discord as well. You have a similar live stream viewership numbers. Nice, nice. I may hit you up about that as well. What is up? Oh no, oh no. I missed it. Where is it? Where'd the chat go? What is up, Lucas? Thank you for joining. I see you in there, so don't think you're going unnoticed. Yeah, we're getting back to the armor of this kit. We are like 80% of the way done. We just need to finish this armor and bada bam, bada boom, bada pow. What's the how does it go? Bada bop, bada bee, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. That one. That's the one. Let's see. New Type HQ is dope. I live 20 minutes away from them. That's cool. I honestly want to take a trip to California. I'm pretty sure they're in California if I'm correct. But I want to take a trip to California and like actually meet them. And like if they're cool with it, even do like a warehouse tour or something. I think that'd be pretty cool for the channel. I don't remember if they're the ones that don't have a storefront yet. I think they might be though. But they're working on it from what I remember. I know they're owned by Asian Americans, which is really cool. They're running this campaign right now to assist with donations in stopping the Asian American Pacific Islander hate crimes, or at least I think preventing them. Either way, they're trying to raise money to donate to a good cause that affects me. So I'm definitely about that. I think that's great of them to do. And yeah, if you guys have the time and resources, I would definitely help or recommend that you check out what they're doing for that. They have some stickers that you can buy, and I think like for every $1 you spend on the stickers, they donate $1 to that cause that they're supporting. So yeah, definitely really good people. N12. Okay. Don't know where my other razor is right now. There's some areas that I would kind of prefer to use the other razor because it's smaller and it can fit in there. Let me check where it is real quick. I pretty much just need to see if it's on my desk. It's the last place it was from what I remember. And it is right here under all the runners. Cool. Okay. Does New Type have a storefront? I thought it was just a warehouse. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think they're opening a storefront. 1-1, I trust you not destroying the Earth kit. Bada dab, bada zoom. There it is. Couldn't resist. I bought this kit. Whenever it's available, it'll ship. I have enjoyed this kit like the whole process, so I don't think you would regret buying this kit unless like you used rent money or something to get it. I don't think you'll regret buying this kit. It's definitely been worth the price tag already, and I think it's great. Kobe has arrived. I thought you were already here, but that okay. Welcome back, I guess. New Type HQ used to be open to the public, but they closed their doors for now until everything opens back up. New Type sponsored this guy already. Fun fact about that. So I actually okay. So this is somewhat of a secret. I'm gonna tell this story and I'm gonna work on this at the same time. So it's not really a secret, but it's somewhat of a secret. So if you guys have been keeping up with my channel, there is a video I posted on the New Type and Display Lunar New Year's like special edition toolkit, right? So with that, I made that really cool video. A lot of people liked it. Even like Display and New Type like said, hey, this is pretty dope, stuff like that. So I reached out to people at New Type, and I reached out to people at Display, and I was like, hey, so I see you liked my video. Is there any chance that you would be interested in me making like more videos for you guys, stuff like that? And like, they actually responded. I was really surprised. New Type responded. They were like, hey, your video was super dope. We thought it was really cool, and we're glad that you shared it and whatnot. New Type pretty much was like, what are your goals for your YouTube? What do you see yourself doing with your channel? Stuff like that. And so I told them, the gist of it is like, I want to help the community, and I want to help more people like join the community, you know, get into the community, stuff like that. So after that, they kind of cold-shouldered me and just didn't say anything. And then recently, they reached out to me again, letting me know like, hey, those are really cool goals. If we do need help in like video advertisements or like videography projects, we'll definitely hit you up. And you know, it's cool. It's at least a foot in the door. They know who I am somewhat, so that's cool. But with Display, it was a different story. So I reached out to their customer service, and I was like, hey, do you guys would you guys be interested in like helping with advertising products? And they were like, about that, you're gonna need to email this guy. So I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of serious then. You know, you're directing me to someone's actual email as opposed to like customerservice@display.com. And then so I emailed the guy, and I'm pretty sure they're in China. I'm like 95% sure they're in China. So I emailed the guy, and like he ends up emailing me back at like the weirdest times of the day, like 1 a.m. or 1 p.m., 10:30 a.m., stuff like that. And he's like, hey, we saw your video, super cool. Unfortunately, we have an in-house video team that already does like our advertising and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer. But he was like, if you are interested, we can send you some products. We can send you some products to check out. It's not a sponsorship, but they sent me some products, and I actually received those products. It was either yesterday or the day before. And I won't say what it is just yet. One of them I don't think has been released because I couldn't find anything about it on the internet. So I'm trying to review that product for this coming Wednesday. So who knows if they'll even announce it by then. But they sent it to me, and it's seemingly a brand new product. I might be the first person to review it. With that being said, I don't think it would cost that much either, but I also don't know how many people it would be applicable to. I think it's definitely more geared towards the more serious builder. I don't think it's a necessity, but it is a cool tool to have, and you'll see that next week, hopefully. So that's a little sneak peek, little teaser rather. But yeah, that's cool, very cool. And I'm missing a part here. I need J15. I don't know if I caught up with chat, but I'm at the bottom of the list now. So if I missed your question and you wanted it answered, feel free to ask it again. Like I said, I just missed it, and can ask it again. Pretty cool, darn lucky. I mean, it's a little bit of luck, but it's also like, you know, I thought it was a pretty nice video, you know, and I worked a decent amount of time on it. Maybe in the future, for one of my videos, I'll go over that video as well as like other videos that I've made and see how it's done, I definitely have a an affinity for that whole like showcasing of products type of videography. I'd be a terrible wedding videographer, probably, but I can make your Mountain Dew look delicious. Ordered the razor after my video on them. Love the thing. Makes getting rid of nubs so much faster for me. It is true. Very true. I agree. I love the razor. Probably my favorite tool. I think I've said that several times already. So I guess it is my favorite tool. But, man, I really like it. That's nothing else to it. J60213. So let me get J16. This one. Right now we are doing some foot armor. Phantom Tau, thank you for joining. Hope you have a good rest of the day. And I hope you're able to catch us next time. Like I said, I should be streaming on Friday. I'll try to make that a regular thing. But yeah, hope to catch you then. And hopefully you're here for the finale of this series of streams for this monster of a kit. Okay. What do I do for a living when not on YouTube? So I'm in IT. I'm a big old computer nerd. For the most part, I kind of fulfill the role of a junior developer. So like I review code, nerdy stuff like that. But I actually recently got a promotion. So I'll be doing other things. Not completely familiar with what it is exactly, but I will be working with the cloud. I'll have to work with logging data, stuff like that. Bunch of nerd stuff that you may or may not be interested in. And I'm really happy that I got this position. I think it'll definitely help me financially. It'll help me in my goal to buy a house by the end of the year. So I might do 2 studio tours this year. Who knows? I'll do one for my current setup, and then if and when I move. Hopefully when I move. I'm like 99% positive that I'm going to buy a house this year. The only reason I wouldn't is, well, I don't want to jinx it. Do I play Valheim? That is a great question. I almost did. So the thing is, I really want to play Valheim. I really do. But I've had so many people ask me about if I play Valheim and tell me to play Valheim and tell me to play Valheim with them that like if I get the game, I don't know whose server to join. So like at this point, I don't even want to get the game. You know, it's just too much, because like I know the progress doesn't like cross save because it's dependent on the server that you're in. And like essentially I would have to play 3 brand new games with like 3 groups of people, and I don't think I could do that. So yeah, instead I started playing this game on my phone called Rush Royale. It's super addicting. This is not an ad, it's just very addicting. What you do is it's like a tower defense game with like wizards and things like that. There's a little bit of ads in it, but overall it's pretty fun. I've been playing for like 10 hours total since I got the game like 2 days ago. Play Valheim with you. Maybe Anthony. We'll see. Ooh, like our Minecraft days. I miss those Minecraft days, to be honest, and I would be so down to play a Minecraft server again. I think I still own the game because I actually bought it. I know a lot of people just downloaded their own copy, but I actually bought it. I don't remember why I bought it. I think I bought it specifically because I wanted to be able to change my skin. Yeah, that is most likely why. Because I remember I had an Iron Man skin on, and I felt so cool. But that was like, man, that was like almost 10 years ago. Maybe like 2012, 2014. That was a long time ago. This goes right here. Boom, boom. Kobe, why am I not surprised that you play Rush Royale? I don't know. Something about it just feels correct. That was a joke. I don't have it. I'm still on my Valorant grind. True. I can't get into Valorant. It's too slow paced for me. It's a fun game if you have the patience for it, which I do not. But yeah, I've tried a couple times. I mean, I probably could get into it, honestly. It's just I have so many other games to play. The big thing with me is like I don't really stay super dedicated to a specific game. What I do is I play whatever games my friends are playing. So for example, I have like maybe 2 to 3 days worth of playtime in Warzone. Right? Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. I hate that game. I don't like it. But I play it so much because my friends like it. And I just want to hang out with my friends while playing games with them. With that being said, I'm not like that bad at it, so it's still relatively enjoyable most of the time. No, some of the time, but most of the time I hate it. Yeah. Pretty sure I've told them all too. I was like, hey, just letting you know, I hate this game. I only play because you guys play. Let's see. I only play GeoGuessr. That's crazy that you say that because I was just playing that game earlier today. You're talking about the game where it like shows you a video and you have to guess where you are on the map. I was just playing that game for the first time today. That's pretty crazy that you say that. Okay. Ooh, okay. There we go. Ooh, this thing is getting heavy. L1 9. L1 9. This one. Dislike that game as well. Tired of Battle Royale. Looking forward to the final. I had no idea there was going to be a Final Fantasy Battle Royale. Is this? Oh, it's not even. What the heck? Okay. Is it focusing on me? I can't tell. Maybe, maybe not. It's supposed to be. I don't know. We'll get it figured out later. Hopefully it's not distracting. If it's distracting, let me know in the chat and I'll fix it. I'm pretty sure you're more interested in what's over here. Cool. A little bit of cleanup. Boom. Then this goes right here. That keeps that down. Cool. Very snug. Alright. Just started playing Genshin Impact. I played Genshin Impact for a little bit. Pretty fun. It's just hard to keep up because I feel like if you don't do your dailies every day, you get left behind pretty quickly. So that is my main gripe about it. But it is a really fun game, especially if you like manage to get lucky and pull like the really strong characters. Just be careful, because if you don't want to spend money, it's going to be really tempting. So there's your warning. Oh no, I'm missing more. Let's see. Too grindy, haven't played in months. Wait, I'm missing something. I have this problem with my friends. What I actually like playing are JRPGs or Nintendo games. That's fair. I have some friends that are like that. I actually have a friend that's exactly like that. I'd be surprised if you weren't, you know, him in disguise. But yeah, he's like a huge Nintendo fan. He also really likes Funko Pops. I've checked out his collection. It's really cool. He's got like Funko Pops all around his house, and he has like super rare ones. And he has like all these old Nintendo consoles as well, old Nintendo video games. So he's like a super huge Nintendo collector. And like one of his favorite genres are JRPGs. He's usually playing either JRPGs or indie games, and I think both are fun. My only thing with JRPGs is like a lot of them can be pretty similar, so you kind of got to be careful when you pick one, you know. So unless you're like actually there for the story as opposed to like the gameplay, you got to make sure that you check out like reviews and whatnot to make sure you're not essentially buying a game you already have. Very cool. Very cool. I think... Okay, now we have a few more of the foot. This one... Let me see. Let me get more chats in here. I could keep playing Genshin. The grind is annoying. The grind is really annoying, honestly. Like I said, that whole daily thing is... It gets a bit much after a while. Like I ran dailies for like 2 weeks straight, and like I was actually making good progress, but you miss one day and it feels like it all resets, you know. It feels like the whole game leaves you behind. So yeah, very crazy. Also played Dota 2 just to hang out with my friends. First of all, Arctic Human, welcome to the stream. I don't think I greeted you yet, so thank you for joining today. Yeah. I've mentioned it to everyone else. I think my stream schedule is going to attempt to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Around this time for now. Next month it'll be pushed out about 2 hours later than I started today. But yeah, not Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Sorry about that. But yeah. Also play Dota 2 just to hang out with my friends because the community gets more toxic each day. That is how I feel about Overwatch. Overwatch used to be such a fun place. You know, such a beautiful game, such a beautiful community. And then the toxicity seeped in. So now I play it with my friends. I could never play solo queue. There is no way I would ever solo queue that game anymore. It's just, ooh, if I don't meet someone that's toxic, I would be the one that's toxic, just because you either get someone who's toxic or you just get poorly matchmaked. And yeah, that's it for now. Wait. Do I like playing TCGs like Runeterra? I think, or I did play Runeterra for a bit. I played Hearthstone for a bit, but I think I got more into Runeterra when it first came out. I don't remember why I stopped exactly, but I did. I might have stopped because another game came out, honestly. But yeah, Runeterra is fun. It's just I was never good at building my own deck. So that's the case for like any card game. I'm never really good at building my own deck, but I can easily learn how to play a deck. So like I get someone else's build online, recreate it, and then, you know, it's easy to play, which I don't think is something to be proud of necessarily. I think most people are like that if you're given a proper build. But yeah, that's my trip with Runeterra. Have I ever heard of Ran Online? I have never heard of Ran Online. Enlighten me. I don't know what that is. What podcast do I listen to, or do I prefer music? Usually, I prefer music. So let's just say if I'm driving in a car, chances are if I'm alone, I will be, I'll put on like a YouTube video, like a review of something, like, I don't know, maybe, I know in my previously I would put on reviews of like Gundams. I wouldn't watch it necessarily, but I'd have it on in the background and just listen to what they're saying. And then, yeah, so I would have reviews playing. If I have people in the car, generally I listen to music. And that is a whole nother topic we can discuss if you want. And then if I'm taking a long drive, that's when I would usually play a podcast. And if I listen to podcasts, it's usually only ever my brother, and me. So they're like three brothers that give like an advice column, but it's like pretty funny and it's not real advice. Like no one should ever take their advice, but they're fun. They're a fun group. Definitely no me. Definitely not me. Don't have Funkos. I literally spend an hour doing daily. Oh yeah, in Genshin Impact, yeah, dailies take forever. It's the worst. And then you have to deal with like farming materials for your upgrades, and then only certain days can you farm certain materials. It's crazy. I think early game it's fun. Early game Genshin Impact is fun. Once you get to the late game, it's super grindy, and yeah. Just be warned. Be wary. All I did was dailies for a while, just log on, do it. Yep, that's true, that's what happens. Play Rush Royale for free. Are you trying to advertise this? What about Overwatch 2? Overwatch 2 has not come out yet. I am super excited for it. However, what it essentially will be is a reskinned version of Overwatch. From what I have been exposed to, I guess we'll say it. What it will be is a reskinned version of Overwatch 1 with a built-in PvE element as a side feature for the game. So from what I remember them discussing, Overwatch 1 players and Overwatch 2 players will be able to play multiplayer, or like traditional like team deathmatch, capture the point, stuff like that together. That's where the games will be able to coincide. But the PvE element is going to be strictly Overwatch 2. I'm about to uninstall Overwatch. Haven't touched it in like a year. We actually started playing up recently again. So I don't know if you're interested in joining us again, but sometimes we'll be in the old Discord playing Overwatch. Hear about Sinatra? I did hear about Sinatra, and we don't have to discuss that right now. Have I ever heard about League of Legends community? I've heard the League community is one of the most toxic gaming communities in the world. That's all I know. When you meet a player that isn't toxic, you'll add them immediately. That's fair. That's like the only way to find the true real players. Let's see. Not that I know of. Yeah, they didn't really discuss much about Overwatch 2 at BlizzCon. Sucks. What Gundam character was I attached to that it broke me when he or she died? I would say either Lock-on Stratus or Orga Itsuka. They definitely were like the cool guys that, like, you know, you want to emulate because they're so cool. And oh man, that's probably like a spoiler. That's a dang. That's a that's a tricky way to get me to say spoilers, but I guess it's too late now. Where's G Runner? But yeah, I'm not gonna repeat their names, but those people, yeah. Mikazuki. What do you mean Mikazuki? Am I missing a whole season? I'm pretty sure there is another season or like another series that I haven't seen, so don't spoil it for me. No more of that. No more of that. Let's see what else we got. Wait, is there a Discord server? Not yet. That is something that we were discussing this stream that may be happening in the future. So if I do announce it, it'll either be on Instagram or through another live stream or through a video, something like that. But yeah, that would be really cool. Another thing is when my YouTube channel hits 1,000 subs, I believe that lets me start a YouTube community, which is essentially like a built-in Discord for YouTube. But at the same time, Discord's still cooler in my opinion. So either way, I'd probably have a Discord. So yeah. It would be cool. Lock on, yep. Those show's been out for years. It'll be announced in the Discord server. Did I say that? 1,000 subs equals Gundam tattoo. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if you guys can get me there. You better start sharing with your friends and moms. Moms love Gunpla. Okay. So these are kind of interesting. In that they are red, but I don't know how I feel about them being red. These little thrusters down here. Man, this leg feels good. Man. Okay, this part's a little tight. But man. Okay, so let's get that full bend in here. This is as far as it bends, so it's not like a complete bend where it would probably go up to here normally, but that's still a pretty decent amount. You get a lot of detail. We still have those pistons showing through there. That's really cool. These should pull up if I can open them. I probably won't be able to open them without something to help. Come on. Am I not doing this right? Oh, that's why. So they like pull down like that. Ooh, that's really cool. That's really similar to how the Perfect Grade Exia does their legs. And that's one of my favorite parts about it. So that's really cool. I like this. I like that design. Very cool. Who is doing like a minimal silhouette? Wait, what? Whoa, doing like a minimal silhouette Gundam tattoo would be sweet. I was thinking I was thinking something like that. So I did discuss that. I've discussed tattoos in a few streams already. So, okay, brief forward. Panel lines are like these designs in the armor where there's like lines in it. What essentially that is like it emulates a separation of the panel if it were like a real kit. Someone suggested, specifically Ernest suggested, that I get panel lines as a tattoo on my arm, which the more I say it, the more tempting it is. But I don't know if it's a smart idea. I really don't think it is. Yeah, 3D print life-size Gundam. Do you mean like the size of my life or what it would be like in real life? Because either way, that's too big. Yeah, Romeo gets it. Panel line tattoo. That's a crazy one. I think I have a couple ideas in mind. And the first one was the Tekiden logo, like the little crown that they have. But that might not be enough. Maybe we need to go bigger. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So that is the full leg, you guys. Like I said before, I'm going to do the other leg on my own so that we're not just sitting through watching the same thing mirrored. Let me see. So, okay, so the waist armor actually isn't that much. We can go ahead and knock that out real quick. But after the waist armor, I think we will call it a day for there. And then, like I said, we'll pick it back up on Friday. Hopefully, I'll have the other leg and maybe even one of the arms done by then to save some time. Don't need this. I need J2, M2. Don't need L2. I'll need these later. Okay, K. K2. Is K2? Yeah, K2's here. And then M2. Okay, so I need G20. That's a terrible idea. Probably is a terrible idea. Xeon logo on the chest. Bryce, this is your first message in the stream, and that is very tempting. That is very tempting, but probably not. Just because in the event that I do go to the beach, I don't want too many people asking questions. I think a Xeon logo would be maybe a little bit too ambiguous for some people. That would be cool though. So my thing about logos is like, there's so many I would get, and I feel like if I get one logo, I can't get any other logos for any of the other factions. That's just how it is. 1,000 subs, we all tattoo a Milla's logo. I don't think it works that way. That's gonna take a lot of cult mentality, really. I don't think 1,000 people would be willing to tattoo my logo on them. So, fun fact about my logo. Sure, it looks like a big old M. Let me see what it, oh yeah, it's right there. Looks like a big old M, but the two halves of that M are capital A's, and that's because my initials are AAM. Fun fact. The more you know. And I designed that logo myself as well. I like to be artsy from time to time. Gotta unsubscribe if I gotta tattoo myself. Hey, I didn't say you had to. If anything, unsubscribe from this guy. He's the one that said it. Of course it would be Kobe that said it, now that I'm checking. A little unicorn destroy mode, horns between the eyebrows. No, I could not do a face tattoo. That's, I don't know. First of all, I think I would get fired from my job if I had a face tattoo. Maybe not, actually. I don't know how welcoming they are of tattoos now. I'm fine. I'm definitely fine with or okay with arm tattoos. If anything, I can just put a sleeve on it, like a long sleeve shirt, that is. But face tattoos, hand tattoos, those are a bit how should I say, risque. Don't worry about saving time. We do want to see it ready. We like hanging out here. Good to hear. I'm glad you guys enjoy your time here. Let's see. Angelo is my favorite show on CN, Cartoon Network. What is CN? Am I missing something? I don't watch TV anymore. I only watch anime and YouTube. Sometimes both at the same time. Don't ask how. Okay. Which way does this go? This way? Oh, that one has to go first. Dang it. Okay. Logos are just satisfying. It is your first name, a combination of your parents' full name. Is your first name a combination of your parents' names? No, it is not actually. I'm actually technically named after my grandpa on both sides. So my mom's dad, his name is Angel, and my dad's dad, his name is Mark Angelo. So it's kind of a combination of both, more so my dad's name. But yeah. Do I have an existing tattoo, if you don't mind me asking? Yep, I have one right here. So it's on my arm. It's probably upside down for you guys, but it says, "It's not over." So that's from a tougher time in my life, and thankfully I've been able to get past it. And I think having this as a reminder is definitely a good way to like open conversation about depression and mental health and stuff like that. But it's just a good reminder that, you know, the next day is always better than your last, or it can be better than your last. So it's always worth it to take that next step forward. Let's see. No Netflix or Disney Plus. I have Netflix. I don't have Disney Plus. I haven't started my free trial yet. I think what I was trying to do is I was trying to save my free trial until The Mandalorian was completely done and binge it entirely in the free week that you get with the trial. So if The Mandalorian's done, let me know, and I'm gonna try that. Watch some TV. Me too, Adam. Tattoo doesn't blend really well in your family history. Definitely have an interest on getting minimalist one though. Yes, I do have a Hulu, which Janine does use. So does her dad. So I made a profile for her on my account, and then like a year later or so, I don't know how much later it was. It's probably like at least a few months later. Like her dad made one because it's on their family TV, and her dad just, you know, made an account for himself. Didn't talk to me or nothing. But I guess it's okay. I mean, I don't have to pay any extra for him to make his own account. If anything, it keeps his view history out of mine, so fine with me. Who is Janine? It's Aaron. You know Aaron. Aaron! You know. Boom. Getting that pelvis ready. Ooh, that's a little... Okay. Okay, that's not bad at all. So it can get pushed in like that. I believe that's where the Gundam itself, according to lore, that's where the Gundam charges. Then you can just push that back, pull it back up. Cool. Literally have all my siblings and stuff on Hulu. That is true. I'm just reading your name. I can, if you want me to say Aaron, I'll say Aaron. Janine is his queen. Mods, can you do something about that? Just call me by my Twitch TikTok name, Desunines. Alright, Desunines. Yeah, everyone, if you have a TikTok, go follow Desunines on TikTok. Yeah, she wants you guys to watch her TikToks. I don't know what they are. I don't go on TikTok. So, yes. Any plan on doing a collab with Janine in the future? A collab? So I did do, or she actually built the RX-78-2 Hello Kitty Gundam. And literally earlier today, I ordered the Zaku Hello Kitty. So she is going to build that when it comes in. Maybe I'll let her drive the whole video as opposed to like me giving an introduction and stuff. She'll do the whole video and then I'll just edit it for her. Other than that, she's been wanting to build Pokemon plastic models, so maybe we'll have some of that. We'll see. But yeah, for sure she'll be on the channel a little bit more. Is that one of your season 2 requests? Mod check. Let's see. I'd follow, but I don't have a TikTok. That's fair. How dare I call my mods on you? Don't worry, he doesn't have mods. I don't have mods, so don't do anything crazy because I won't be able to do anything for a little bit. Want TikTok but haven't installed it. I'm gonna give in now. So I have a TikTok. I've posted 2 or 3 videos. Don't follow me because I most likely will not post more. It's just, that's too much. I'm too old for TikTok. I don't know how old you are. I don't know. I barely know how old I am. But TikTok too much for me. Okay. Why do I stream on YouTube versus Twitch? So I stream on YouTube versus Twitch mostly because I know my fan base is here. So there's several reasons as well that we can go into on a personal level. Like if you want to text me or something, Queenie. But for the most part, it's because my fan base is here on YouTube and not on Twitch. You know, and I definitely want to cater more to my fan base, more than anything. My supporters, if you will, not necessarily a fan base. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you guys a fan base. Oh, that was an annoying noise. Okay, this is done. Let's see. Just follow Desunines on TikTok and you feel like a stalker. Well, if you feel like one, maybe that says something about you. Should I don't know. do whatever you want with that information. You could do multi-stream. I could do a multi-stream. But as you can see, I'm already having enough trouble keeping up with chat as it is. So maybe not now, maybe not in the near future, but maybe in the later future. Which way does this need to go? I'll just guess this way. I think it rotates any direction anyways. Boom. And then this goes over top of it. Yes. Yes, perfectly. Yes, exactly. Boom. Okay. Oh, okay. Could do multi-stream. Rip headphone users. Did I yell? Dang it. Sorry. Just purchased the Razer on Majin Hobby. They have giveaway now on their site. 1 entry per order. Oh, let me know. Oh, I need to double check that because I literally ordered something from last night. So hopefully I'm in that giveaway. That'd be cool. I'm not a stalker. I already unfollowed. You don't have to unfollow. You can just follow her. Just don't comment on anything. You can like everything. I'm just kidding. Multi-stream can put Twitch chat in YouTube and vice versa. Yeah, but that's maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I appreciate your input, Ramil, and I will take it into consideration. No, when I were cleaning the part and it scraped. Oh yeah, that part was. I did not like that. K2 19. K2 19. There we go. Oh. Then M2 15. M2. I'm gonna go down in Amilla history as the creepy kid. Well, if you wanted to label yourself, no one said anything about creepy until you did. So you're digging a hole for yourself, bud. Okay. Cool. Going to bed. Good night. Thank you for joining, Lucas. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Good night's sleep. And hopefully you're able to join on Friday when we stream again. And hopefully you can stay up later too, since it's Friday. So yeah, have a good rest, man. Take care. I have an LED Mirage from 5-Star Stories, but I'm not that confident to start building it. I'm not familiar with 5-Star Stories. By the way, welcome to the stream, Raphael. I think I saw your message earlier, but it might have gotten lost in the chat, and I apologize for that. But yeah, I'm not familiar with what 5-Stars Mirage is. Is that from like an anime or something? Or is it specifically a model kit? We were discussing earlier like what different model kits I build and whatnot, and I pretty much exclusively build Gunpla. Like I don't know if I have anything that isn't Gunpla other than the Cup Noodles kit. Very cool kit, by the way. Definitely recommend. G213, G2, 13, this one. And I'm missing H. I need to find out where the H runner is. There's a movie. Okay, so I didn't know that. I might need to check that out later. Sounds interesting. Do I have to hit the YouTube equivalent of affiliate to get donos and etc.? Anthony, you're asking the wrong person, man. All I do is I click go live and I show my face on camera and I build Gunpla. That's all I need to know. If you need to know anything other than that, you gotta ask Google, my friend. That's all I can tell you. Oh no. Don't get stuck. Okay, I can use it right here. Come on. Don't fall. No. No. Well, that's one part I need to search for real quick. Let's see. Be right back. I will see your messages in a moment. No. I'm also very good at Where's Waldo. Okay. Whew. Now, which direction does this go? Shoot. I think this way. It feels right this way, so we'll say this way. I'll put that back there. I need the, what is that, O runner? H runner. H is what color? H. Multicolored. This one. H. H19. I don't know why I randomly thought of this, but speaking of shirt, I actually ordered a shirt from GameStop today. If you guys want a pretty decent looking Gundam shirt, GameStop has a shirt on sale for $5 right now, and it's kind of like it's an RX-78 head in like a Andy Warhol style, where it's like the 4 portraits multicolored. Go ahead, check it out on GameStop's website if you want to have the same shirt as me. Not sure if that's weird or not. I don't think it's weird. Anyways, let's see. So first, I put this. Put this one first. Okay. And then I put this one. So this, I believe this pops out. Like it should be a, yeah, it should be a little hatch here, which it is. I think this also pops out the other way, like turns. Maybe not. I think it just goes out that far. But that's good enough. We can close it up. Boom. That's the waist armor. And then let's do the back. M2. Where's this? M2 16. Let's see. I'm missing stuff. Okay. you have to hit the YouTube? Yes, it's an anime. Hope Bandai puts out more weird kits like cup noodles. I agree. So I think they also, I don't know how long ago it is, but they also have a PlayStation 1 model kit, which is pretty cool. I haven't gotten it yet, but yeah, it's pretty cool, and even has like a little mini disc with it. So I'd be interested in building it. Wait, am I missing something? Oh wait, did I get the wrong one? No. And K220. Okay. Central. Leaving work in a bit. Catch me later. All right, brother. If you don't catch me by the end of the stream, I think we might be ending soon. So yeah, if you don't catch me, thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate your support. And good luck to you in the giveaway. That's to everyone else too. Good luck to everyone. So everyone's gonna have good luck, so it cancels out with everyone else's good luck. Same shirt, then get the same tattoo. Tiny pieces always fly off somewhere in between the stuff that are hard to reach. Yeah, for real, like some pieces they end up in the most random places. Thankfully, this room has hardwood floors, so they don't get lost in the carpet. But I have definitely experienced a time where parts got lost in the carpet, and it was not fun looking for it. Okay, so this, I think, okay, it shouldn't matter which goes on first. There, and there. Okay, so now what parts do we need? G212 and H20. So we'll do G212. And H20. Cool. These yellow parts look very mustardy. Like they just remind me of McDonald's so much. You know what I haven't done all stream? I haven't taken a sip of water. Let me do that real quick before I die. Okay, that was a little more than a sip, but it's what I needed. Okay. What is my favorite Gundam series? Gundam series? Gundam series. Season 1 of Gundam 00. I don't know. Something about it is really cool. Like, Mobile Suit Gundam, of course it has an iconic story, but like, as a whole, it's alright. It's alright. I mean, the animation's alright, voice acting's alright, but man, Gundam 00, very captivating and very heartbreaking. If you haven't watched 00, I recommend watching it. It's on Hulu, it's on Crunchyroll, might be on Netflix. I don't think so though. But yeah. Season 1 specifically. Season 2, it's alright. It just gets kind of complicated. Okay. Are there any Gundam series I haven't watched but are curious about? Thunderbolt. Gundam Thunderbolt. I definitely want to watch it. Or read it, even. But yeah, I've heard a bunch of good things. And also a bunch of alright things. But I mostly want to watch it because I hear it's very jazzy. Like, all the music is jazz. Like, literally jazz. Come on. I don't want to break you. Okay, I think we are all the way in there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Man, we are making some real progress on this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 more parts, and that'll be it. And then I'll catch up with chat, and that'll be the end of the stream. So if you have any more questions for today, feel free to ask them in chat. And I will go over them as I cut out these last 2 parts. And 17. Okay, I'm actually caught up, and you guys aren't asking questions this time. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Let's see. What do you got for me? If I could replace my legs with any animal's legs, which would it be? Kaliku, I see your message too. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you're in here the whole time, but unfortunately, we are rounding down to the end of the stream after these 2 parts are placed onto the kit. But to go back to Blessed Egg's question, if I could replace my legs with any animal's legs, what would it be? That is a very interesting question. Very unconventional question. Any animal's legs? I don't know. I don't know why the first thought that came to mind is dolphin. They don't even have legs. Kangaroo maybe? Kangaroo maybe? Just because their legs are so strong and they can like kill people with their kicks, maybe. I don't know, I made up that fact just now. Besides Gundam, what other mechas do I like or have? I like Zoids. I grew up building Zoids more than Gundams. Don't have any yet. The ones I built when I was younger, they have since been thrown away. Just because, you know, when you're a kid, you get rid of your toys. They weren't really like serious model kits either, so I'm not too pressed about it. But I do have a few Zoids on pre-order that hopefully will get to me soon. But yeah, Zoids for sure. Other mecha, I haven't built any other mecha or even looked into many other mechas. But, I mean, I'd be open to the idea. Alright. Let's see. Kangaroo was your first thought. Me and Adam think a lot alike. 2 peas in a pod. I would go for spider to scare people. So, a follow-up question to that is, do the legs get resized proportionally, or are they like, would my legs be the size of spider legs? I think having human-sized spider legs would be really scary, first of all, and maybe really helpful because you could climb things. But yeah, Zoids are nice ones. Valerie the Liberator. I think that's related to what Raphael was saying earlier. They get scaled up to you. Either way, I would still probably go with kangaroo legs. They just seem most practical. Like, because kangaroos can stand, right? Like, they can stand on the 2 legs. I don't know. Whatever. But here we are, guys. We are finished with the armor with the leg and half of the waist. That's where we're going to stop for today. Check it out in all of its glory. So we have like 2 hatches down here that don't want to open for me. There's 1. 2. Hatch on the foot. This is kind of a hatch, not really. Hatch on the back of the leg. We can open this up. Hatch there. Open this up. Hatch there. Hopefully I don't break anything doing all this. Open this up. Hatch there. Hatch there. This one closed. Boom. Hatch there. Boom. Hatch there. Oh my goodness. Hatches everywhere. You got a hatch right here, maybe. I don't know. I don't think that's a hatch. That's a hatch though. This one opens up. There's a hatch there. This opens up too. That's so many hatches. It reminds me of I don't know if you guys watch Kevin Hart, but there's this one skit he has where he's like, before you kill me, just let me wash my clothes. And then he like reaches in and he's like, boom, gun compartment. And he has like a gun compartment in his washing machine. Stupid stuff like that. I watch dumb stuff and I listen to dumb stuff. But yeah, like I said, that's it for the stream, guys. So thank you so much for joining me today. Like I was saying earlier, I will probably be streaming this coming Friday. Hopefully have the other side of the other side of the waist, the other leg, and one of the arms done. So then at that point we can do the chest, the arm, and then maybe the head and the backpack. We'll see how long that stream goes. It's Friday night, so who knows? It could go forever. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.